Hey guys, super excited today to be joined by Gaz, who will be introduced here shortly. But we have formed another partnership, very strategic and a very exciting partnership for us because we were looking for an official cleaning partner. And with that being said, Gaz, I'll go ahead and let you introduce yourself.
Thank you, man. So my name's Gaz. I'm the CEO of BootBuddy, and yeah, BootBuddy, the world's best cleaning brush when it comes to shoes. The one and only, the only one you need.
Yes. So guys, you heard it here first. So BootBuddy, we'll get into the product in just a second here, but like Gaz mentioned, it is a cleaning product that once you use, you won't want to use anything else. Walk me through this, Gaz. How did BootBuddy get started? Because I love the idea. It's such a simple concept, right? But it works amazing. So how did this come about?
So I can't take credit for making BootBuddy. BootBuddy was invented by my younger brother when he was 11 years old. He used to play a lot of football, but he never used to clean his boots. So he was super lazy with that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And one day he just walked in. The whole family were just sat in our kind of chill area, living room. He just walked in. He had a plastic water bottle. He had a plastic knife attached to the back, and then he had like a dishwashing brush attached to the front. And he said, "Look, I've created this thing, and I'm going to use it to clean my boots." So we were like, "Yeah, okay, you're crazy. Go put that down, and go and clean them properly. Stop trying to be lazy." And basically, he was persistent, and he said, "No, this is going to work." It did work. I mean, even in that form, it worked. And from there, we basically went on and developed product. We did a lot of testing, printing, prototyping. We then took our prototype, gave it to like soccer mums and dads at the weekend where my younger brother was playing, got them to test it, and they loved it. And kind of from there, that was it. The kind of journey begun properly, I think, for BootBuddy.
Okay. And since then, I mean, it started obviously with that prototype, but since then, I mean, talk to me a little bit about the growth, the development of the product. I know, I mean, obviously I'm holding one of them, but now there's new products, correct? This is the original, this is the 1.0 or what's the exact term?
Yeah, absolutely. So you've got the 1.0, exactly the same version as this. We launched it in our kind of blue-green colors. And when we launched this particular product, it was very unique in the sense that people were asking, "Well, why did you launch it? This is a kind of weird color combination." But it was to represent the green represents the grass and the blue represented the water. And because it had to do with kind of the mud and the dirt and everything, and that's why we launched with this particular product. But you're right. Ever since here, this is sort of genesis, so to speak. We've developed loads more products. So we developed the color range. So we've got the all blacked out version, which is one of the most popular color variants of BootBuddy. We then have developed a new version of this where the heads can be replaced. So we know that after every few months, sometimes the customer may want to replace the heads. So the new version of the BootBuddy heads can be replaced. We have a 3.0, which comes with, essentially, we made a 3.0 so that basically anyone can use it on any shoe. So where we started in kind of the niche of football and soccer, we've now moved into kind of general cleaning for shoes. So we've got a 3.0 that comes with 3 different brush heads, perfect for cleaning like your sneakers or your baseball cleats at the side of the pitch. And then when you want to wear your like Jordans or your Air Forces, if you're going to go out somewhere afterwards, you can clean those as well. So and we've got the Paw Buddy for pets, and we've also got Sizzle Buddy for barbecues, and we've got a few more products in the pipeline, but I'll have to keep quiet about those for now.
Okay. Well, hey, I did want to make one note before I forget. I went golfing yesterday, and on the way back, I literally grabbed this and I was able to use it, and it worked I mean, because I mean, my golf shoes, they have somewhat of spikes. So it worked perfect. It worked perfect. I was like, hey, like this is something I probably should be keeping in my golf bag now as well. But I'll tell you what, I saw it and I said, you know what, like it looks great. You know, I'm sure it works. Not that I was doubting the product, but it's one of those things that when you actually use it, you're like, oh my gosh, like this is way easier. Like it actually like works. Obviously it works, but again, it's one of those things that once you try it, you're like, okay, I don't want to be cleaning any other way because this is just all you need. And the other thing that I will add on that, I do have one more question for you. Before we get there, my brother plays soccer, right? He's always playing, and he, I didn't even, he just grabbed it and started using it, and now he just uses it. And I thought that was pretty funny because to get him to use anything is anything new is basically pretty hard. But with this, he literally just grabbed it. He started using it. I was like, hey, wait a minute, that one's mine, first of all. And he's just like, no, it's mine now. And he keeps it. It's cool because it just stands. And he has like,
stands.
Yeah, he has his like little closet with like, you know, all his boots and stuff. And then he just has like this right in the corner. I'm like, look at you, like just taking over my stuff here. But I mean, hey, it does the job, and we're super excited because this is a great product. And with great products comes great backing. I did see originally that you guys were on a show. So out here in America, it's called Shark Tank. Pardon me, I drew a blank there. But I'm assuming, yes. Right. So I'm assuming that the Dragon's Den is something similar, correct?
Yeah, Dragon's Den is exactly the same. It's exactly the same concept as Shark Tank. It's just the UK version. So when we launched Boot Buddy, my brother and I, you know, our background is not marketing. Our background is not retail or e-commerce or anything like that. Well, when we started anyway, now it completely is. So when we launched, we were like, oh, well, what do we do? I mean, how can we demonstrate the product? You know, and video was just the best thing. So we shot a video of, well, I shot the video and he cleaned the boot. So who did the good job? I don't know. He cleaned the boot, but you know,
what came first, chicken or the egg?
Exactly. We still have this argument to this day because he cleaned the boot, but I said to clean it as fast as you can. I need to clean in like 15 seconds. So we launched that video on social media, and I remember we sold out all of our stock pretty much in about 4 or 5 weeks. We then got a phone call from the Dragon's Den, or you know, the UK equivalent of Shark Tank, and they invited us on to audition, which is amazing. And I have to say that entire process though is a very long process. Like from the initial phone call to the day we got the deal done and signed, like officially with the Dragons, took I think about 8 months.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's crazy because when we got invited onto the show, you've seen the show, you know, sometimes it's got that kind of comedic factor or that kind of entertainment factor. So they used to allow businesses on there, sometimes wrongfully. They shouldn't have allowed certain businesses on there, not because there's anything wrong with the business, but they knew that they weren't going to pique the interest of the investors. So when we joined, they just introduced a new bunch of really stringent rules whereby you had to have everything that you said, you had to prove it. So I couldn't go on there and say, hey, man, Messi uses this on his boots every week. I couldn't say that. I'd have to prove it. Otherwise, they would, flag that against us and say, listen, you can't come on the show. You guys are liars. So, there we go. There it is. Went on there. It was a very, very intense experience is probably the best way to put it. But amazing, fantastic. We got the deal. We got all three. We got 3 Dragons, and they're amazing. Absolutely, one of the best things we ever did.
Now, do you guys still work with them? Are they still providing like support, or how does that currently work?
Yeah, absolutely. So we still work with our Dragons. They're amazing. Always insightful. Always helping us kind of come up with new potential ways to push things forward.
And I'm guessing this is your younger brother, correct?
Yeah, that's my younger brother. So as is the way after the Dragon's Den, you know, he was the one that everybody remembers. So kind of he got invited to all the parties, all the new club openings, anything and everywhere. He got invited to it. Me, I had to go and do all the kind of make sure the product is ready, make sure the marketing is right, make sure, you know, everything is done. So I can say now though, the kind of the balance is back. You know, no more parties for him. He's working with me, so it's all good.
That's good. That's good. Get him in there and grinding. No, I'm joking.
Absolutely.
I mean, hey, it looks like a team effort, and you're in the photos. Well, that's super exciting. While we're on the website, I was thinking maybe I could pull up the Boot Buddies that we were talking about. I do want to highlight the 3.0 because I did see this on your guys' TikTok, and this one is exciting. And I think that, like I was mentioning, I was cleaning not even soccer cleats yesterday. I was cleaning golf shoes, and it worked amazing. So I did watch one of the videos where they were cleaning sneakers, and again, it makes it super easy. I guess my question is, how do you know which detachable head to use for, you know, each type of shoe, I guess?
So I think the easiest way to answer that is that the 3 different brush heads have 3 different strengths. So the neon is the softest, and that is the best for leather shoes. Honestly, anything which is expensive, really high end, expensive, and you don't want to damage that. You don't want to put anything tougher than, you know, something nice and soft, which is going to caress the dirt away. That is the one you use. The blue bristle is blue, so that it harks back to this one. The medium bristle, the same as that. And then the pink or the neon, sorry, not neon. The pink is more like it's the stiffest brush that we do, and we introduced that one so that you can use it, say on the bottom of the shoe, or if you have suede. I actually use it to brush out my suede boots, which is really good. So I think it totally depends. I mean, you can use each brush head as you see fit, but for example, if I was cleaning a pair of Air Force Ones, just for argument's sake, I would use the neon bristle to lather up the entire shoe, because I know it's not going to damage the leather, and it will remove pretty much all the dirt. I would then use the blue brush to kind of go at the midsole, and then I could potentially use the pink on the bottom, or maybe not use the pink at all. Maybe keep the pink aside for like more a work style boot or a suede boot. It's completely up to you, and that's why we developed it, so that we give our customers the ultimate versatility. Because one thing we noticed is that our customers play sport, 100% they do, and they have, you know, they get involved in outdoor activities. But then that same customer also goes on and they may have a sneaker interest, or they may go to the gym, or they may go running, or, you know, something like that, and they'll wear a shoe which they may not necessarily want to clean outside. So they've got Boot Buddy for playing football, playing soccer, playing baseball, whatever it is. But then when they want to clean like a different kind of shoe, they can simply either change the head or use the head separate from the body. Complete versatility. And actually, there's one really cool thing that we haven't mentioned. If you scroll up, I don't know if you can see the bag in the picture. But yes, there's a... Oh, no, not that one. There is... Hopefully it's in one of the other pictures. Yeah, I think if you keep scrolling. Yeah, that bag. So that bag is really awesome, because one, it can hold all of your stuff. But the second thing is you can remove your laces, put your laces into the bag, close them off, and put them in the washing machine with your kind of normal kit or whatever, and it will bring them up white again. So
that way they don't get lost. And
the losses.
I was scrolling down here and I was noticing, as you were explaining, that obviously this is all on here in case anybody has any specific questions. They know exactly which brush to use, and there's even a how to use, which is awesome, because again, I'm sure people have those questions. And then one thing I did want to mention as well is you guys are shipping obviously in the United States as well now, right? So for our audience that is probably in the US, you can go on and buy your Boot Buddy and it'll ship to your house. So the solution, I had one more question about the solution. Talk to me a little bit about the solution and which brushes you can use with the solution. If not all of them or some of them? Walk me through that.
Oh man, so there's two things I'd probably add. One is when you receive your 3.0, it comes with a QR code. In fact, let me go grab the box just so I can show you quickly.
Absolutely.
So here we go, back.
Oh,
So
nice.
it comes with a QR code. If you scan this code, it will bring up about maybe 4 or 5 videos. It'll show you how to use your 3.0, which kind of shoes, you know, kind of how to maintain, you know, products and things like that. So it gives you a full walkthrough and a how-to guide. But on the shoe cleaning solution, so this is really cool because you can kind of just put it inside your boot buddy if you want, and then clean like your golf shoes, or clean like, you know, if your brother wants to clean his shoes, or you can again take the head off and simply just use the shoe cleaning solution on every kind of shoe. Like it won't damage, it won't damage any sort of shoe. So every brush, yeah, that's why we made it. That's why it took us, think about a year worth of development. So this isn't a shoe cleaning solution which is just off the shelf or made by some manufacturer. This is like a bespoke shoe cleaning solution made specifically for us to make sure that it is, you know, we can use it and our customers can use it on all of their footwear.
And, you know, that's what I love about what you guys are doing. You guys are very innovative. You guys aren't just, I mean, even just throwing, I mean, I just use water in here right now, to be honest, and it works great. So I can only imagine, you know, your guys' solution. All the new products you guys are coming out with are, you know, it's pretty exciting to watch the development, the growth. And I had one more question for you here, and then maybe we can wrap it up for our audience.
Fire away.
But if someone is using Boot Buddy, any hashtags, anything that they can use to, you know, make sure you guys see it, or anything you guys use specifically that, you know, if you guys were to see it, do you guys repost, or, you know, anything like that that the audience out there watching, you know, once they have one of these, they can do?
Oh yeah, 100%. If you use the hashtag, just hashtag Boot Buddy, as it is on your screen, just hashtag Boot Buddy, no spaces. That's perfect. I mean, we love to see, you know, we love to see our customers using our kind of using the products and showing us their content, basically. Because we get such, I can't even like describe kind of what kind of bandwidth of content we get in. I mean, just yesterday, we're speaking to a customer who he drives ambulances. Hopefully that's the same thing, right?
Yes, yes.
You go, there's no, I wanted to make sure there's no kind of Americanism or like UK words which is slightly different.
No,
So
no,
like
no.
trainers and sneakers is one, and like
Yes.
football and soccer. And ambulance is ambulance university, right?
Yes, we have those here.
you have an ambulance. Okay, good. Yeah, basically, so for example, he has a Boot Buddy 1.0 and he wants his whole team to start using 3.0s to make sure that when they're, you know, going into people's homes, they're not putting mud into the carpet. And then another customer may be a runner, and then we have another customer who may be you know, like a lifestyle person, or another customer who plays sport, or another person. So it's amazing because we get to build up this like fantastic community, which is really really is a big breadth within our community. But it's also awesome because it gives us insight into all these different niches and all the different way customers use their products, all the different ways we may have not even thought of. So it's amazing. Love it.
Yeah, and that's what I mean, obviously your TikTok is amazing to watch too. It's super satisfying, I guess, to sum it up. But when I do go on like Instagram, for example, and I have seen posts that, you know, people tag you guys in, and there's a wide like audience, right? It's not just everybody has to clean shoes or sneakers or cleats or softball cleats or baseball cleats or football cleats, or, you know, whatever it is. So we're excited that you guys are, you know, you guys have developed a great product, number one, and that you guys are excited to be working with us, because obviously we go out, we collect used cleats, and then it's our job to go and try to find a new home for them, specifically for kids that don't have the means to buy a pair of cleats or play in a pair of cleats. And with that being said, I mean, it's very important to us to provide a clean, sanitized product. That way they feel like it's a little bit more special, right? It's not some old pair of cleats that's ripped up. It's again, it's something that's usable, that still has a little bit of useful life, not shelf life. So the Boot Buddy is very key for our operation moving forward, because prior to this, I'll tell you, we were using like little brushes from just like the store, and like sponges and just, you know, all sorts of stuff. And it, number one, it delayed the time for us to clean and organize and all of our inventory. And number two, it was obviously not efficient, but it was also kind of gross, to be honest with you. Obviously we would wear gloves and stuff, but again, you just got like, you know, cleats, and it's smelly, and it's like, hey, now you just have this, and just hit it with some water, and it makes it really easy. So as we're expanding into different cities across the United States, we're excited to be working with you guys and have the support in each city moving forward. So guys,
no, we're excited. We love it. Honestly, we can't wait to come to the US and kind of grow with you guys even more. So no, we're looking forward to it. Trust me, love it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for taking the time to meet today. Guys, if you haven't done so already, go on their website, bootbuddy.com. The link will be in the description. Get yourself the new Boot Buddy and use it. Trust me, you will not regret it. It'll make your life a lot easier. So guys, thank you so much. We will be talking soon. And to the rest of you guys watching, thank you for your support, not only from Boot Buddy, but also for football.org. If you have any old pair of cleats, again, find a location near you, go ahead and drop them off, and we'll get them into the right hands, whether it's locally or internationally. So thank you so much, and everybody have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.